Okay, let's wait and verify whether we are live. Just a moment, guys. Yes, we are live. Okay, so yep. Welcome again, guys, to our channel Codus Arcade. This is Saurav, and today again we are live with our Java DSA sessions. Okay, so let's get started. So yesterday we had learnt about stacks, and I had showed you how to build a stack. If I go here and show you, I had showed you how to build a stack from scratch. We had taken string as an example. Okay, we had done that, and let me change the theme. This theme is not looking good. So settings, theme, this is the theme that I like the most. Okay, great. So let it be like this. I think this is fine. Okay, and yep. So this was the code where we had implemented a stack from scratch, and we had seen all the built-in methods: push, pop, display, all those things. Okay, now we had seen that stack is a linear data structure which follows the, you can say, first in last out, or you can say last in first out operations. Okay, this was the stack. Okay, and we had seen the implementation also. And also, guys, please remember, we had seen how to use a built-in stack also from the collections library java.util. Okay, so yesterday all these things have been covered. If you have missed that video, please go back and learn from there. Okay, and I told you one thing, this stack is very frequently used in what kind of operations? We use this for reversal operations most of the times. Okay, reversal operations. Okay, for example, I have a linked list, and then say this is 0, 0, 1, 2, and then let's say what? Let's take one more value, 0, 1, 2. Then I'll take say 1, then I am taking 0, and then I am taking null. For example, this is a linked list. For example, we have not learned about this, but still I am just telling you the idea where to use stacks. Okay, so it is 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, and I can traverse the list, store all the values into a stack like this: 0, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 0, 1, 2, then 1, then 0, right? So first element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, I have put everything onto the stack like this. Got it? Now what I will do, I will remove all the elements from the stack by using the pop operation. I will remove all of them. So obviously from the top only they will get removed. So 0 I will write here, compare them, they are fine, matching, 0 is gone. Now 1 I will pop, 1 I will match, they are matching, then I will pop 2, matching. Okay, got it? Then I will pop 1, matching, then I will pop 0, matching. See, that way, what is this question? This is palindrome. Palindrome linked list. So this kind of operations can be done using a stack. So wherever in the interview questions you see reversal operations, I am repeating, reversal operations, you will be using the stack data structure. Okay. So let's see if I have any comments here. Not yet, I guess. So all good. Okay, all fine, no comments. So again, guys, those who are new to the channel, request, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you receive notifications about our latest updates. Okay, so I'm planning to bring all our new viewers who are actually following this Java live session playlist you can do one thing, you can come and visit our Telegram channel, so that I can give you the information about when I am going live, what is the timing, and sometimes I might not be coming live. Those information will be there in our Telegram link. Okay, so I'll give you the link name. Obviously, it is the name of our channel only. It is Coders Arcade only. Okay, Coders Arcade. You can search that channel name in our Telegram and you can go there and learn from there. Okay, every information, all placement related activities, questions and latest videos, everything, every update is given in the Telegram link, and even our live videos link will be shared there only directly. So if you have missed out, be there in the channel, you will get the info about everything. Okay, so currently there is no this thing, what is that called, there are no comments as of now, so I'll think that everything is fine. So let's do one thing, let's carry on. So as I said, stack is used for reversal kind of operations. There are more operations of that, but for the time being, just remember it is mostly used for reversal operations. Now what I will do, today we will be learning about the queue data structure, very important data structure, just like stack. Okay, so let me write down and give you the idea. Okay, and then after understanding the theory part, we'll go and write down the code also. Fine. So the queue data structure. And just remember, we are gonna do the array implementation because we haven't learned linked list yet. Okay, we are doing the array implementation. And what kind of a data structure is this? This is the first in first out data structure. Okay, that means whoever comes in first into the queue will be the first person to leave the queue, as simple as that. When you go to a ticket counter, for example, what happens, you stand in a queue, all the people will stand in a queue. Okay, say I'm writing something like this so that I can diagrammatically show you what it means. So this is P1, P2, this is person 1, person 2, okay, P3, P4, P5, P6 and P7. So the queue is starting from this side, okay, from this side, and this is my counter, and here one person is here and he is giving you the tickets, for example, standing in front of a monitor and giving you the tickets. Just don't focus on the diagram, focus on the idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so this person came first, P1, this guy came first, obviously he will take the ticket and then he will go out first. Got it? That's why it is called first in first out. Similarly, this guy P7 is the last person to go into the queue, correct? So this guy will come out last. First P1 will come out, he will take the ticket, he will come out, then P2 will come out, then P3 and so on, and finally P7 will be the last person to come out of the queue. If there are more people, then that guy will be the last person to come out of the queue. Okay, so in that case, this can also be said to follow the principle of last in last out. Got it? Last in last out. Maybe it is first in first out or it is last in last out. Whoever came late will be going out of the queue late. Okay, got it? That is how it works. This is a basic idea of the queue data structure. Now let us try to come to our Java language and try to implement this using an array. Got it? I hope now you have understood the basics of queue. What is a queue? Simple daily life example I have given so that you can relate that. Now we will try to modify the logic and get back to coding so that we can do the same thing in a question or a code. Got it? So let me just check if anyone has said anything. I have to keep on checking it. Right? Not yet. Everything is fine. So guys, if you are understanding everything, please just keep comments that you are understanding. Okay, it's very important for me. Otherwise, I will be just saying something, and if you don't say, I'll feel that everything is clear, and I'll keep on going like that. If you have any doubts, let me know. And those who are new, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. That is a request from my side. Okay. So now same thing, let's try to understand using array. Very simple. This is an array 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for example. Okay. Indexes I am writing. And initially, if you remember one thing, in the stack we had taken one variable top to represent the top of the stack, because that is the only thing visible. Imagine I have a stack of something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, only the top is visible from the first element, the top element. Similarly, in this case there will be two variables, one will be called the front, one will be called the back, or sometimes it is called the rear. Okay. In that case, just try to understand. Let me write what? Numbers only. Say 8, 9, 10, 14, 19, 22. Any number, random number, doesn't matter. Okay. Now you can see 8 is the front element of the queue. It is represented like this. If this is our ARR, then how do you get the front? It is simply ARR of front. What is that? In the stack it was a index, the top was an index. Similarly, front and rear are actually indices to represent the front element and the last element. Got it? That's it guys, it's very simple. Now because removals will happen from here, from this side removals will happen, and additions. Think practically like this. Here I said P1 goes out, so similarly 8 will go out. In this case, if you relate, this is what? This is the last one. So 22 will go out at last. If I want to add one member, imagine I have one more person, P8. This guy will stand here, right? You cannot come. This person will kill that guy. वो बोलेगा तुम कैसे मेरे जगह पे आ सकता है? He will say like that, right? So here how does it work? Like the last person will stand at last only, P8. इसके बाद अगर कोई आया, anybody else is coming, he will come here. P9 will come after this, P9. Simple logic of queue. Obviously government office में जाने से ये follow नहीं होता है. You will not get any queues and all. So that is a different thing. But in case of programming, technically the last person should stand at last only. सरकारी ऑफिस जैसा नहीं है, यहाँ पे normal logic चलता है. Okay, so what happens here is something like this. Try to understand. This is the last one. If I want to add one more, it has to come here. How will it come here? Think technically. This was the rear index, which is at 5 now. I want to add one more element, so rear has to shift here, right? So I will do rear plus plus. Got it? Then rear comes here, and I can add say 50 here, something like that. Make sense? As simple as that. That is how the queue works. The additions will happen here. Okay, and the removals will happen here. How do you remove? So this person has to go out, or this number has to go out. So I will just throw him out, for example, just saying throw him out. I can store it somewhere also. When I remove that, I need to access, this will be the front element. Imagine what I am saying. P1 goes out, तो P2 पहला आदमी होगा ना, P2 will be the first person. So what do? I will just say 9 will become the first person. So front plus plus. Front was here, I lost access, and then front has to come here. How do you do it? Front plus plus. Increment the index from 0 to 1. Got it? Makes sense? That is how it works. Okay? And obviously the array will balance itself, because always the index is in 0 only. I am just saying front plus plus. Hope it is clear. Any doubts, you can ping me. Anything anybody wants to know, you can just ping me. I am just looking at the comments. There are no comments yet, so everything is fine, I guess. Hope you have understood this. This guy comes out first, and here if you want to add anything, it will automatically keep on adding by saying rear plus plus. Now the base cases or the kernel cases that you have to remember, please remember. Okay, now let's go and understand the base cases. conditions. We can fix a size. Yesterday I had taken a variable called max size. I can do that. Say suppose max size is 10 for example. I am just saying, okay, it can be 5 also, it can be 100 also. That capacity, sometimes you can write capacity also, the total size of the queue, that can be done. Okay, imagine it is like this. Now think of this condition, empty queue. You need to consider this. What will happen if the queue is empty? Where will the front and the rear be? Imagine this is index 0, the queue is empty. So obviously front cannot be here, because if front is here, that means there is some element here, correct? So front has to be here, and similarly rear also has to be here, because there is no element. So if it is out of bounds, what is that index? It should be -1. At -1 index there will be no element in the queue. So the condition is, how do you check if a queue is empty? You will just say front is equal to -1, and because both have to be -1, and rear equal -1. Got it? That is how it works. So understood empty queue? Is that clear? This is one corner case that you are checking. So here in that case, if the queue is empty, can you remove elements? I am just giving you a future question. If the queue is empty, can you remove elements? Not possible. If I don't have any money, can I give you money? Not possible. Similarly, if the queue is empty, you cannot remove elements. Can't remove elements. Okay, practically very simple thing to understand. Okay, similarly, then what is that called? The method to remove elements in stack was called the pop operation. In case of queue, same method is renamed in a different way. They call it NQ. Sorry, my bad. It is not NQ, it is DQ. Sorry. NQ is to add element. Okay, I will talk about that. This is DQ. So the pop method, you can also write pop. It is totally your choice. I will write DQ for better understanding, because from the queue you are removing an element, that's why DQ. Okay, when you are adding an element, it is NQ. Okay, so empty queue you understood, that's condition. When the queue is empty, there is no data in the queue, you can't remove elements. Okay, this thing you have to remember. The second thing, single element. Single element in the queue. You can say element, or sometimes some people say item also. Okay, or data. It can be anything, doesn't matter. So single element, what will be the index? Obviously 0. So front will be here only, and even the rear will be here only. So they are coinciding at one point. Is that clear? So whenever there is one single element, say x, in that case the front and rear will coincide. So you can check front equal 0 and rear equal 0. If that is the case, there is one element in the queue. Make sense? That is how it is. All good? This is how you can control this. And as I said, max size, how do you decide when it has reached the max size? Now suppose I am trying to push an element. Okay, I am writing push, or it is say NQ. I am trying to push or NQ an element, say int x or string x, whatever it is. In that case, I can check the max size by writing if my, see in that case when there are multiple elements, try to understand, this front will be at 0th index only, because this is the first person to go out. The rear can be here, somewhere here. Okay, so if I am setting 10, 0 base indexing means it will be from 0 to 9, correct? There will be some multiple elements in this queue, and the last rear has reached index number 9. So how do I check whether the queue is full or not? I can check if my rear is equal to max size minus 1. This variable max size, I am just writing ms for short space. Is that clear? So if it is rear equal to max size minus 1, the queue is full. So is empty, is full, and single element. These are the most important cases that you have to keep in mind when you are dealing with a queue. and if you know this, then it is very simple for you to write the code. Okay. Yes. Sir, when removing elements from queue, after deleting an element, should the element be shifted left or will those indices remain empty? They will not remain empty because the point is automatically the array elements are arranged by Java, the JVM compiler, because otherwise whenever you remove that element, just imagine the array does not have any one index or something. It is starting index should be always 0 only. So it is self balancing, automatically it will balance. Okay. So when we write the code, then you will understand better. Okay. You don't think like when I go from front plus plus, if I go to the index number 1, naturally after the operation is done, this automatically becomes 0. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So that will be automatically balanced because the compiler understands that okay, this guy has done something like this. I am saying front plus plus, so automatically this should be 0. It will happen. Otherwise, it will throw an out of bounds exception. We will figure out when writing the code. Don't worry about that. Okay. How many ways implementation of queue is done? Very good question. You can do implementation of queue using arrays. You can do using linked list also. Okay. Using linked list also, and there are more implementations also, but normally most importantly you will be asked about the array implementation and the linked list implementation. Right now we are looking at the array implementation. When you have learned linked list, then we will be learning about that also. Okay. Queue implementations, array, linked list. Okay. With this, and you can take a choice variable to take the choice, insert, delete, display, all these things that can be done also. Okay. And at the same time, please remember one thing. What was I talking about? The last one for the size. This one I did not tell, right? Size, how to determine the size. I will give you the cases so that you can remember. For one case, first one, empty. We know that this is 0 index, so my front and rear will be at -1, correct. This is empty. For the second case, it is single element. In that case, my front and rear will be at 0 index, correct. And in the third case, multiple elements. In that case, what will happen? The front will be somewhere at 0 and the rear will be somewhere at this, some n-1 or something, whatever it is. Okay, doesn't matter. So this is front, this is rear. Okay, so let me not write n-1, I will write something like this so that you don't get confused. So this is not n-1, let me write say 5, 0 to 5. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, these are the indexes also, and I am given the same numbers only, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in that case, one line can represent everything. For -1, what is empty, right? So I can write rear plus 1. What is this? -1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So 0 elements. Is that clear? The second option, here also I can write rear plus 1. Rear is 0, 0 plus 1. This value is the index, okay, index. So this is also 1, returning the correct thing. One element, the size is 1, correct, this block. Last one, how many elements are there actually? It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. Can I write rear plus 1, 5 plus 1, that is also 6. Got it? This is also working, this is also working. All the cases, what is the common formula? It is rear plus 1, rear plus 1, rear plus 1. Okay, I hope you have understood this now. Yeah, blue-eyed boy says good evening. Good evening. So I hope this is clear. All good, no problem at all. So now we can easily go and do the implementation of queue. After that, please remember, we'll also learn about the collections library. Collections library. And then you will understand one more thing, that queue is not a class. Queue is an interface. We'll learn about this, don't worry. So let's first implement this. Okay. Go back and start writing the code. So here this was the stacks, now this is queues, and right click, I'll create a new Java class say it is Q, okay, and private static final int. Now I hope you are not asking me this again, you already know this, I guess. Why private, why static, everything yesterday we have discussed, right? So final int max size equal to say 5, just for random example, 5, 10, 15, whatever you want you can take, okay. Now private int, let's take integer, yesterday we saw string, now we are taking like this, arr is equal to new int of max size, okay, we got it. Now we need two variables, first one, so I'll write private int front. So please explain what is the work of rear and front pointers in Q. Okay, I have already told that, same thing as we had discussed. Look at the diagram. Imagine this is person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5 and person 6. Okay. The queue is starting from this side, that means this is the counter, think like this is the counter, okay, and this guy came first, he is taking a ticket, movie ticket or whatever it is. So this will be front, this will be rear, ये last वाला आदमी है, got it, he will take the ticket, he will go out, this guy gradually will reach this side. That's why it is called first in, first out. That's the basic idea between front and rear. That's all. Okay. And the indexes will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. And you can reduce this by taking a variable max size, so that you can control the size of the queue. That is how it is. Okay. That's all about it. I hope this is clear now. Yes, blue-eyed boy. Hope it is clear. Now I am taking a variable front and private int rear. Okay. Now let's take the constructor, and here simple idea, the queue is empty, so I'll say front is equal to rear is equal to minus 1. You can write down the queue is empty by default. Okay, all good. This is the setup that we need. After that, let's start writing the code. So public, adding an element, so void en ue enq. As I said, it is the push operation, you can write push also. Okay, what is the data type? It is int. Okay, so I'll write int data. Okay, so in that case you are inserting data into the queue. What is the first condition? You have to check if it is full. So before that, let's do one more thing, just for our understanding. I'll say public static boolean is empty. Okay. Similarly, public static boolean is full. These two we need, so I am writing them down. The first one will be is empty, will be return what? How do you check empty? Front and rear both are minus 1. Return can anyone tell me what should I write here? And I think, yeah, he says clear, sir. Okay, great. So I think there are no comments yet. All good. So let's get going. Okay, fine. So anybody, can you tell me why am I not getting access to this? If I write front equal minus 1 and rear equal minus 1, why am I not getting this? I should have got this because anybody, the queue constructor that I created is not public. And anything else that you can say? This is front and this is, have I written final here? I don't think I have written final. This is fine. 1 second. So initialize front and rear. Yes, he is saying initialize front and rear. This has been done here. Front equal to rear equal to minus 1. That is fine. Not the problem. Anybody? Can you tell me what is wrong here? Yes, you can tell me. Now you know the code, how to write the code. You have to tell me what is there. Anyone? Just waiting for you to listen. I am not getting any comments. Yes, you can look at the code. The code is here. I have taken a final variable for the size and then I have taken the array and then this is the array. Okay, after that I have the front variable, I have the rear variable and then yes, anybody tell me what's wrong here. Look at this and tell me what is there. I am waiting for your response. Nobody is saying anything. ऐसे कैसे चलेगा? XYZ says initialize. Very good. Now I got the answer. This is not static. This method is static. You can never call a non-static variable from a static concept. Okay, it's not possible. See here, if I remove the static from this one, see, that concept you have to understand. This is very important. That's why whenever we create a object, we don't call static methods. Whenever it is static, you don't need any objects. That's why whenever this is static, they have to be static. Otherwise, they are just private variables. I cannot call them from a static context. So when I wrote static here, it's impossible to call them from outside. Okay, got it? So this should be like this. Similarly, this I'll remove. Otherwise, we call it. Otherwise, you cannot call them. Okay. Similarly, what will be is full? Tell me. Return. What is full? Rear equal max size minus 1. Hope this is clear. All good? No problem at all. So we have done that. Both the things are done. Now add operation or the encure operation or the push operation. How do you write it? First thing first, we will check if it is full. If my queue is full, so is full, directly I will call this now. See the benefit? Now I can directly call this. What will happen? Tell me, anybody, just waiting. We cannot add an element, so I will just say S out, queue is full. Can't add plus the data that we have taken, okay? And simply because we can't, we will return. Make sense? Otherwise, what is the next condition that you need to check? Tell me. If it is not full, that's fine. Let's go to the board and try to draw it so that you can understand. If it is full, obviously not possible to add, correct? If it is empty, front and rear will be at minus 1. So where should front and rear go? Tell me. they should go to the 0th index. So front equal to 0 and rear equal to 0, we have to do it. Then only we can add it here, right? Okay, let me write that down. So if is empty, front is equal to 0 and you can write rear is equal to 0. Okay, done. Otherwise, let's see if it has multiple elements but it is not full. Say I have 2 elements or 3 elements, say x, y, z or any numbers. This is 0, 1, 2. It is not full. Front is here. Where do you add the elements? We add the elements at the rear. So this is rear now. It will be rear plus plus, so that it reaches here. Okay. In all the cases, we will add the element at the rear only. Correct. So let me just check if there is any comment. Not yet, all good I guess. Okay, fine. So hope you understood this. Anybody, any doubts, you can ping me. Okay, is empty also you have checked. Else the last part is, what was that in the diagram? Rear plus plus. Okay, so let me write it, rear plus plus. Okay, and simply I will write ARR of rear is equal to the data, and if you want you can print that also. S out enqueued plus data plus into the queue, QUEUE. Okay, the spelling, all good. Now this is the enqueue function or the push function or the add method, you can say add also, it depends on you how you want to write it. Hope it is clear now. Okay, in the add one you have to check if it is full, if it is empty, otherwise if it is having multiple elements. Okay, similarly let's write down the public void. See, if you want to remove the element and return it, then you can write integer. I don't want to return, I am writing void. If you want you can do it on your own. Okay, public void dq, and this will not have any data. I don't need any data, I'll just remove. Okay, now I'll check if it is empty, right? If is empty, can you remove data from an empty queue? Is it possible? Not possible. So what do you return? S out, I'll just say queue is empty, can't remove data. Got it? And just return. Otherwise, what will you do? Simple as that. Tell me. You are trying to remove data. What will you check? Anybody? Tell me. Tell me. Anybody? I am just waiting for your comments. Not got any as of now. Let me check. सर एम्प्टी फंक्शन में रेयर इक्वल टू फ्रंट इक्वल टू -1 होगा ना? यस, -1 ही होगा, बिकॉज तब खाली है वो, नहीं तो एक होगा तो 0th इंडेक्स में होगा. ओके, यस, नोबडी. सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एम्प्टी. सी, इफ इट इज एम्प्टी ऑब्वियसली वी कैन नॉट रिमूव. अदरवाइज इफ देर इज अ सिंगल एलिमेंट, क्या करेंगे? व्हाट विल यू डू? सिंगल एलिमेंट, वी हैव फ्रंट एंड रियर एट 0, सिंगल एलिमेंट x है यहाँ पे. वी विल टेक देम टू -1. We will write front equal to rear equal to -1, correct? So if front is equal to rear, that is the only condition where there is a single element. Check karo, front and rear are at the same index. This is the only possibility. When it is, see, is empty, we have already checked, is empty. There is one more condition where the front and the rear can be equal, that is when there is a single element. In that case, what will you do? Please repeat again. What? Which part should be repeated? Blue-eyed boy, tell me which part should be repeated. Just waiting for your comment. क्या repeat करना है? Tell me. Yes, blue-eyed boy, just waiting for your comment. What should I repeat? Still waiting for a response, blue-eyed boy. Okay. The question is, I said, under what condition the front and rear values can have equal value? In the empty condition, when it is khali, nothing, front and rear are -1, right? Front equal to rear equal to -1. In the case of single element, एक ही element है, in that case front equal to rear equal to 0, right? Correct? Yes. In that case, what should you do? In that case, is there anything else written? We have to bring them to -1. If I am not wrong, that can be done. I will say front is equal to rear, 0th index से -1 पे ले जाओ, take them to -1. Okay. Otherwise, what should you do? What is the other case? When you have multiple elements, what should you do? Tell me. I think XYZ has given the answer already. Front plus plus. Very good. Try to understand this. I have multiple elements. Here I need to remove this. So, in order to remove, this will be gone. Front plus plus. How is it gone? Front should come here. And it will self balance. Let's talk about this. When you write the code, you will understand that. Okay. So, just waiting for any comments. Okay. All good. No point. See, as I said, in case of multiple elements, it should be why am I getting so many notifications? Okay, no, that's a different one. Sorry guys, just a moment. Okay, this one, fine. So what I can do, I can wrap it around in a else if block to make it better. Else if, okay, and this can be else. Here I can write front plus plus, got it? And finally I can add remove the element. That's all, it is done actually. Okay, this is about the DQ function. I am checking if it is empty, obviously I cannot do anything. Otherwise, if the front and rear is equal, that is single element, then I am pushing the front and rear to -1 so that that element is gone. Otherwise, it is front plus plus, so that the first element is removed. Okay, this is it. Now after that, let's talk about one more thing. So this method is done. This is the bracket. Okay, after that, let's say public int what, get front, okay, to get the front element. Okay, something like this. How can you get the front? Anybody tell me, I am waiting for your comments. How will you get the front? How do you get the front element? Before that, I have to check, right, if it is empty. So I will just check if is empty, just say s out Q is empty, okay, no front element, and return what? You can return -1 because I am writing int, right? Otherwise, return what? The front element, ARR of front, simple as that. Similarly, public int get rear. Get rear I can write like this, and simply I can say similar thing. I will copy this line from here, paste, and no rear element, and return -1. Otherwise, return ARR of rear. That's all. Okay. Now we can have one method to display all the elements, but before that, let me write down the size. Okay, public int get size, and what did I say? for empty also, for single element also, for all elements also, what was the formula? I'll repeat again. Let's go back here and try to understand that. See, I had said empty. Empty means front, rear, -1. Index is -1. For a single element, front and rear will be at 0th index. Okay. For multiple elements, the rear can be somewhere here. 0, 1, 2, 3, the rear will be here. How many elements are there? 4. So, rear plus 1. 3 plus 1 becomes 4. 4 elements. Clear? Similarly, for this single element, I can say directly rear plus 1, right? 0 plus 1. What is the size? Size is 1 only. Okay. This one -1. Rear plus 1. -1 plus 1. What happens? 1. Sorry, 0. The size is 0. For all the cases, I had already explained it before. We can directly take rear plus 1, rear plus 1 and rear plus 1. All of them will give you the correct answer only. Okay. So, I hope you have understood this. Let us go back and just say return rear plus 1. Now, let us create a method to display all the queue elements. So, public void display, sorry, I wrote display, not display, DIS, my bad, sorry. So, here I will just say, obviously, if it is empty, I cannot display, right? If is empty, how can I display? Yes, out, queue is empty, and then return. Okay, this is very basic. After that, I can take a print statement and say remove the ln, the queue elements from front to rear are, then I can write a for loop for int I is equal to front, I less than equal to rear. Remember, these are indices. From the front till the rear I have to go, from 0th index to the last index. I plus plus, I will say s out, remove the ln and arr of I, and I can give a space, and after the loop I can just print a empty line like this. Okay. Now, let us do one thing. Let us go back here and try to go to the main method, create the queue object, queue is equal to new queue. Okay, done. Now, I will take a array int arr, or let us say int values, not to confuse, arr is already there, you will think that why is sir writing like that. Int values is equal to, let us write down something like this, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, these are the values that I have here. Now, what I will do is, I will just say for, I will take a for each loop, int x inside our values q dot enq. What do you enq? Int data, because we have written integer, and x, all the values I am trying to add there. After that, let us see q dot display, and it should be first in first out order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be like that only. Let us run this and check. Hopefully everything is wrong, correct, and there is nothing wrong here. Okay. Yes, see, everything happened here now. See, the max size was 5. So, queue is full, can't add 7. Queue is full, can't add 8. सब कुछ काम कर रहा है. The queue elements from front to rear are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, एक साथ मैंने सब दिखा दिया आपको. All the things you have understood here. So, because we had said what in the beginning, the max size was 5. So, all things are working absolutely smoothly. Hopefully, you have understood this. Got it? I hope all good. ठीक है. अगर समझ में आया है, everyone please comment understood. Okay, and if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. इतना करो. इतना करने से I will be coming regularly now it is stacks and queues. Gradually we will move on to linked list. Linked list के बाद we will go to one of the most important concepts in DSA, that is the tree data structure. trees के बाद graphs भी पढ़ेंगे. we will learn all of them one by one. okay, बस आपको मुझे मोटिवेट करते रहना है और you also have to be motivated. घर पे पढ़ाई भी करना है. you have to learn all also. okay, please subscribe. okay, please subscribe. okay, so hope you have understood the concept properly and you can see everything is working fine. Let's do one thing. After this I'll just say q.dq for example. I'll remove one and then I'll say q.display. Let's see what happens. Now it should be 1 2 3 4. एक तो चला जाएगा. See, dq removed one. This is obviously not possible. 6 7 8 you can't add. 2 3 4 5. 1 has been removed. The first element to enter the queue has been removed. Everything is working absolutely fine. Okay. Now the size should be 4, right? Because I removed one. Now I can say s out. Sorry, s out. Q dot size. Get size I have written, right? Get size. So it should be 4. Let's verify. Why is it giving 5? Can anyone tell me what did I write here? Did I write something wrong in the method? Rear plus 1. Yes, this thing you have to tell me. This will be your homework because someone asked me there. Prisha had asked me and many others have asked me. Why is this getting me 5? What is the point here? Now, what is happening here? Tell me. Okay, just tell me what is happening here. Why am I getting 5 here? That is a very important point that you will tell me. I got 5. Even though I have removed 1, I am getting 5. That is what is happening here. Tell me, anybody who can tell me. So, is there any types of queue? Yes, very good question guys. ये वाला आपको मुझे बताना है. ये आपका homework है. All of you have to tell me what is the point here. Even though I removed, why am I getting this? See, my size logic is like this. I have written get size is real plus 1. Okay. Why is it giving like this? You have to tell me. And at the same time, let's do one thing for the time being. I'll go back and I'll tell you about this. Very important. Please remember, same thing when you implement in case of libraries, then you will be using the queue interface. And very important, you cannot create the object of this interface. वो होमवर्क है आपका, वो बताना है. मुझे याद है, मंडे को मैं बोलूँगा आपको that you have to tell me how and why it is not working. 4 टाइप का क्यू है, बहुत टाइप का है. देखो यहाँ पे आपके पास priority क्यू आता है. ये बहुत important concept है. It is a very important concept. Then you have your D queue, double-ended queue. Okay, these are all there. So what I'll do, I'll just show you the shortcut for the collections. Okay, let's go there and try to see how to write the same thing in collections, because in the competitive coding rounds in DSA, while solving questions in Lead Code, Hacker Rank or Geek for Geeks, anywhere, any platform you are using, you will not be having this whole thing. Correct? Then shortcut में क्या करना है? So I'll just show you. Right click, just create a new Java class, queue example. Okay, press enter and see main method. I'm writing. Observe what I'm writing. I'm writing queue. From where? Not the one that I created, not from codersarcade.data structures, that package. From this package, java.util. And as I told, this is a library from collection framework, java.util. See, java.util.Queue. It's coming here, grayed out. Now I am writing integer, for example, integer. I cannot write small letter int. Yesterday only I told you. Primitive data type is not allowed in the built-in collections framework in Java. Please remember that. Very important point. Okay. लिख ही नहीं सकता मैं. I cannot write char here. Not possible. I cannot write boolean here. Not possible. The compiler will not allow. It's wrong. You can see here. Type argument cannot be of primitive type. You can see it is written here. नहीं कर सकते. We have to write capital letter. B capital boolean is allowed. It will be allowed. Okay. So I am writing integer capital. This is the wrapper class, and say numbers is equal to, okay, do one thing. I'll just write new and see, I'm getting priority queue. Queue is an interface and it is being actually implemented by priority queue also, linked list also. You can see we have extract queue, you have queue, you have array DQ. See, this one you don't follow, okay. This is Coder's Arcade, this is my own one. Mostly it is priority queue, as I said. Then you have linked list, and then you have array DQ also. This is also a very important one, and you can see you have DQ also. All these things are there. You can see mostly you will be using priority queue, which is what? Which is the min heap data structure and the max heap data structure. These are heaps, min heap and max heap, very important. ठीक है, you have to remember this. So अगर चाहिए तो you guys can do one thing. I think I have it here. Let me just go back to my WhatsApp and go to this. Yep, see this. This is the diagram. This is the diagram of the whole collections framework. Not everything is there, but the main points are there in the collections framework. Okay, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, I'm just pausing it. I'm just waiting for some time. You can take a screenshot for this. So you can see we have map, key value pairs, we have collection, we have list. These are interfaces. List, set, queue, hash map. These are interfaces. Okay, in the interface we have array list, linked list, vector, stack. These are classes. Set is the interface, hash set, linked hash set, tree set. These are the classes. Similarly, queue is the interface, priority queue, array DQ, linked list, and there is one more, properties. Okay, properties is also a class. So these are collections frameworks. And similarly, you have hash map, key value pairs. Remember, in Python you have dictionary. Similarly, you have key value pairs. In case of C++, you have unordered maps. And then in hash map you have linked hash map, tree map, hash table. Very important concept for placements. Hash table, very important. And we'll talk about them, don't worry. I'm just giving you the idea so that you can understand about it. So let's go back. So as I said, we have priority queue, you have DQ. Now let's go back to the code and try to understand. So please explain one question. If there is a queue collection framework, then why do we use the old method? We don't use the old method. लेकिन हम पहुँचे कैसे यहाँ तक? पहले हमें बनाना आना चाहिए ना, फिर दुकान से जाके खरीदेंगे. So ultimately हमें पहले इम्प्लीमेंट करना आना चाहिए कि कैसे आया पुश, पॉप मेथड्स, एम्प्टी, साइज, ये सब क्या होता है, कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं. सीधा जाके दुकान से बनाया हुआ खाना खा लेंगे तो अच्छा नहीं लगता, हमें बनाना भी आना चाहिए. इट्स लाइक दैट. सो हम इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, वी ट्राई टू मेक इट आवर ओन. देन आफ्टर दैट हम लोग क्या करते हैं, बना बनाया चीज़ यूज़ करते हैं. जब मुझे बनाना आता है, मैं जब भी चाहूँ रेस्टोरेंट में जाके खाना खा सकता हूँ. मुझे खुद का खाना बनाना भी आता है. सो इट्स लाइक I know how to create the code, then I am using the built-in ones because इंटरव्यू में मुझे टाइम बचाना है. आई हैव टू सेव टाइम देयर. ठीक है, समझ गए ना. तो इसलिए मुझे पता होना चाहिए व्हाट इज़ व्हाट, हाउ इट इज़ वर्किंग, कैसे काम कर रहा है, इनर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन क्या होता है, कैसे साइज फंक्शन काम कर रहा है, ये सब चीज़ पता होना चाहिए. दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ लाइक दैट. yes, I hope it is clear. All good. So all these things you can see, and yes, XYZ is also asking me one thing. So here I will take the linked list for example. Okay, see one thing, in the previous versions of Java, in this bracket also, in this angular bracket also, we had to write down integer. It was mandatory. अभी नहीं है. देखो, this is dark, this is bold color, and this is gray color. This is highlighted in gray. That means in the latest versions of Java, we don't need to write this here, not required. Okay, and yes, XYZ asked me if is collection a class. See, you can see here, collection is an interface. That's why I told you, the diagram only I showed you. Whatever is on top, these are interfaces. Map is also an interface. If I see, map is there in java.util. See, MAP. key value pair I, green color is an interface. Similarly, if I write collection, collection is an interface, collections is a class. Collections is a very important class in Java. I don't want to confuse you people, otherwise I would have done that. Collections has reverse method, collections has sort method, all these built-in methods are there in the collections class. S. Collection is an interface. This is an interface, okay? This is not a class. That you have to remember. Yes, obviously old method is hard, lekin we have to learn it the hard way. After that only you have to learn the easy way. Blue boy, blue eyed boy, okay? पहले मुश्किल वाला पाथ चलना है, otherwise it will be like spoon feeding. So you have to understand the basic idea, how it came, कैसे आया, history सब कुछ जानना है, then only we should be able to use this. Okay, now here very important, remember push pop was the method and we had what is that called, NQDQ I had written. Now here I will write numbers dot, remember to add elements we have a method called offer. Offer, yaad rakho, very important. They might ask you in the queue to add elements we have integer add also, we have offer also, okay? So offer, I am saying 1. Similarly numbers dot offer 2. Okay, you can use add also, I am using offer. They can ask you, that's why I am showing you this new method also. And I will say numbers dot offer, one more, say 3. Okay, now if I print the queue, it is like this, q plus q, or it is numbers, right? Now run this, it should be 1 2 3. Dekho 1 2 3. Okay, now there are methods to get the front and the last elements, so I'll just optimize this import. I'll just say what, numbers dot c. There are so many built-in methods. Is empty you can use, and to remove an element it is poll, it is not pop, it is poll. This will remove an element. Okay, now I will say s out q after poll plus numbers, one number will be removed, which is the number, the first one, that is 1. देखो 1 has been removed. Okay, remember the method names offer and poll, please remember, ये सब बहुत important है for solving lead code questions. जब आप DSA interview questions solve करोगे, this will become very handy, you will need them very frequently. Okay, so let me check if anyone has written anything else. Not yet, all good. Yes, sort, very good. Piyush Sahu says sort. So these are built-in methods of the collections class. Okay, so this hope you have understood. Okay, there are lots of methods. You want to get the front element, you can say s out front plus numbers dot front. See, I think it is first or what is that? I think dot, let me check, peak, sorry, my bad, peak is the method. So see guys, I have to work with lots of languages, Java, C, C++, so maybe I don't remember all the methods, but you have to, because you will be working in one language only. Okay, so because morning I have been teaching something else, now I am teaching something else, so it might clash. So just remember the method is peak to get the front element. So obviously what is the element? 1, right? Let's run this and check. Sorry, now in this case it is 2 because 1 was removed by the poll operation. Okay, ठीक है? Hope you have understood this. All good? And yes, peak, very good. Yes, exactly, Piyush. The method is peak. So while we created, we wrote front and back, right? So I was just thinking that okay, it will be like that. So it's not like that. So it is peak. And because just remember, while solving lead code questions, it might not be visible. The auto suggestions part will not be visible. So you have to remember all of them. Make sure you remember them. Okay. So that's it, guys. We have implemented the queue data structure from scratch, and also we have seen the queue here, the collections queue. And please remember, the queue is an interface, so we cannot write here like this. Please remember, I'll again give you this like this. I cannot write queue here. It will never work. You cannot create an object of an interface. It is not possible. So you can see it says queue is abstract, cannot be instantiated. Instantiated matlab we cannot create an object, we cannot create an instance of that. It is an interface. It has built-in methods that we need to implement. Okay, so it is linked list. Okay, if I want to go inside that queue interface, just do this thing, control and click on that class or interface. See, public interface queue extends collection, as we saw in the diagram. See, all this extend the collections. That is where it is coming from. Okay, that you have to remember. Got it? And you can see add we have, offer we have, remove we have, poll we have, element, all these methods are there. These are implemented in the child classes, the linked list class and etc. All this implement them. Okay. So this is it guys, this is about the queue data structure, and remember I have not told you about the applications. Shreya says, sir, can you please make video on collections? Definitely Shreya. As soon as we finish what is that, the linear data structures, that is our stacks, queues is done. Now we have linked list, that will be starting from Monday. Okay, once we have finished linked list, singly, doubly, circular, see I will not teach you all of them, singly I will do, doubly I will give you a homework, you have to try. अगर आप लोगों को नहीं आया, if you did not understand, then we will do it, but everything cannot be spoon fed. आपको खुद से भी मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. आप जब मेहनत करोगे, when you start writing code, then only you will get some errors. जब आपको एरर आएगा, जैसे मुझे भी आता है, when I do live coding in front of you, मुझे भी एरर्स आता है. इसमें डरना नहीं है, you don't have to be scared. You just try to understand and analyze the errors, try to debug your code. Okay, that is how you learn. After that, circular linked list will learn, and based on that, after that, when you go to non-linear data structures, before that only you will start a proper class on collections also, so that we can finish off these set of classes and interfaces. Very, very important. Okay, we will do that, don't worry about that. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you really liked, मुझे comments चाहिए, please write down comments that you really like the video. And those who are new, I think Shreya is new to our channel. Sound कम है, sorry Guru, yes he says sound कम है. I think now it's fine. The sound should be fine, perfect only. Okay. Yes, definitely Piyush, you can override the interface methods. You can do that. Okay, कर सकते हैं. Interface का methods को override ही करना होता है. Okay, interface methods will be empty, that we have to override. Whenever we are implementing an interface, we will override them according to our requirement. That is called method overriding. That is a kind of polymorphism only. Okay. So hope this is clear. Now one more thing we will discuss, and then we can wind up the session today. So applications, very important. 1 second. Yes, I need the pen. Queue कहाँ पे use होता है? Just remember, most of the times it is used for BFS traversal. BFS traversal में use होता है, because BFS traversal is also called level order traversal. Okay, level order traversal, or it is also called LOT. That is BFS, it is LOT. Okay, for example, देखो ये एक tree है, you have not learned, no problem, we will learn that later, but just try to understand. And I have written some values. Okay, this is level 0, this is level 1, this is level 2. Now the level order traversal says that first level will be level 0, then 1, then 2. So it is always in this order. Okay, just remember, it is top to bottom, left to right. This is the sequence. So if I write numbers here, say 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, what will be the output for BFS in this tree? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because first level 0 will be done, then 1 will be done, then 2 will be done. So 1 comes first, we are going left to right, so 2 will come, then 3 will come, then 4 will come, then 5 will come.
This traversal is done using the queue data structure. Very important point. And the queue, the priority queue is used in where? The Dijkstra's algorithm. ये डिजिक्स्ट्रास नहीं है, बहुत कॉलेजेस के लेक्चरर्स को मैंने देखा है, डिजिक्स्ट्रास नहीं है, इट इज डाइक्स्ट्रास. ठीक है, इट इज द डाइक्स्ट्रास एल्गोरिथम. जो भी बोलता है डिजिक्स्ट्रास उनको बोलो कि भूल जाए, आप भी भूल जाओ. जस्ट रिमेंबर इट इज डाइक्स्ट्रास. These are people from Netherlands or any other place like Holland, Denmark and all. Their names are not like this. The J is silent, J is not pronounced. It is Dijkstra's. ओके, डिजिक्स्ट्रास नहीं है. जो भी बोलता है आपके लेक्चरर को भी बोलना जाके कि ऐसे नहीं बोलते हैं. ठीक है. Fine. I hope you have understood this, and please remember the importance. BFS traversals में बहुत ज़्यादा यूज होता है. You have lots of other operations. We have priority queue, which is the heaps. We'll talk about that when you're learning about nonlinear data structures. So I hope you have understood about the stacks yesterday and today about the queues. Hope you learned. And that part was the homework. Okay, you have to tell me why I got size as 5 even though I had 4 elements. This you have to tell me. On Monday you can tell me if you remind me. Okay, then I will see that actually you are interested in doing some homework also. So for the time being guys, I hope we can wind up for today, and with this I will say one thing. Thank you for supporting me, thank you for being with me, and it is really nice that you guys are asking questions. It is really good. I feel really motivated when you guys asking questions. देखो सुबह से मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, अभी आपके सामने मैं फॉर्मल्स में ही खड़ा हूँ. ये आईडी कार्ड पड़ा है मेरा यहाँ पे. See, ID card is also here with me. So I just came from college and again I have started with the live sessions. So just because you guys are interested, I'm doing this. And thank you for all the support that you guys are giving. And those who are new to the channel, please subscribe करो यार. Please, पैसा नहीं लगता है सब्सक्राइब करने में. So मुझे एक सब्सक्राइबर ज़्यादा मिलता है, मतलब that guy is interested in learning. That is why you are coming to my channel. Okay, thank you for being here, and till the next time, this is Saurabh signing off. Bye bye and happy learning. And also all of you have a very happy weekend. Okay, Saturday, Sunday. मजे करो. चलो, bye. Thank you.